I am standing here outside of SUNY Purchase's very own Stewed, waiting for the comedy club's celebrity guest to arrive. I think he's here right now. It's David Chapelle. Come on, let's go inside. Oh my god, this is just... We're accepting him with open arms. So, this is Una O'Brien. She is one of the members of Stand Up Club that has brought our Lord and Savior Dave to the SUNY Purchase campus. Una, can you tell me about Mr. Chapelle himself?
He's a really cool guy. He's coming soon. He's late. We also highly advise that people read the fine print on the poster, just because, they should.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but besides that...
Who doesn't love fine print? Fine print and Dave Chapelle. I just think it's funny because, first black comedian to, make strides. One of the first. And this is, a black microphone. So, the Stand-Up Comedy Club is just breaking down barriers for all of us here at Purchase. Okay, so this is the green room of Mr. David Chapelle. Nice black leather couches. Black comedian, black leather, whatever. And they're just really comfortable and squishy and fine leather, because if anybody knows anything about celebrities, they love fine leather goods. Okay, so this is the main stage of the Stewed, and I just think that, this is where Dave Chapelle should be playing, right? It's big, it's got stairs. The fact that he's playing the tiny little cinema room instead of this giant stage, humble. We love you, Dave. Sir, are you excited to... Hold on. Sir, are you excited to host the one and only Dave Chapelle this evening?
Yes, I'm incredibly excited. It's an honor for him to come here. I just got word that he's on his way, so it's pretty exciting, right?
Oh my god!
Right. Yeah, do you want me to... Yeah, you have a question?
This TV is the TV I used to watch the Chappelle Show on when I was really, really little. I used to watch it in the middle of the night, and my parents would come downstairs and say, "That's inappropriate, stop watching that." And I'd say, "Fuck you, Mom." I was 7. Okay, so did you know that Dave Chapelle is going to be here tonight?
The Dave Chapelle.
Who's Dave Chapelle? Only the most iconic comedian of our time.
Cool.
Are you super excited to see Dave Chapelle tonight?
I am.
Uh...
I'm very, very excited.
My god. That's the only reaction you have for that?
Awesome.
Just awesome, that's it?
It's really cool.
Apparently, Dave Chapelle, noted stand-up comedian extraordinaire, is going to be here tonight. What are your thoughts, if you have any?
Saw, there's a paper in the library, and it said he's not actually coming.
Sir, we've just heard that Dave Chapelle is apparently not going to be here. Did you even know he was coming? What are your thoughts?
Who's Dave Chapelle?
Guys! I just don't know what's true and what's not anymore. If Dave Chappelle's not coming, what's the point? Is he Dave Chapelle? Am I Dave Chapelle? No. 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 David Chapelle! Where are you? No, I don't even know what this is, but I don't know if it's his, or his wives, or mine. Where is he? Okay, so I read somewhere that comedians like to bury their feelings, so I figured maybe he'd bury himself under here, so I'm gonna go look for him. David Chapelle! It's me! Where are you? Come out, wherever you are! He's not here. I think he's been here. Hello? David Chapelle! No? Where is he? Have you seen Dave Chapelle?
It's Dave Chapelle, man.
I haven't seen Dave Chapelle, I'm sorry.
Guys, I don't know how I'm gonna find him. Oh, we're never gonna find him.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk.
Okay. I'm going to ask the spirits if they know where Dave Chapelle is. Spirits! Talk to me. Do you know where I can find Dave Chapelle? They're not answering! So this is Simone Ritchie for PLN, and I don't know why I'm even doing this right now. I'm sorry we couldn't find Dave Chapelle for you all. It's just an emotional night for me. I'm sorry. Cut cameras. I just don't know who else to ask. Do you know where Dave Chapelle is? He's where? What? In the bathroom? And someone told me that he's in the bathroom, so I don't know. I don't want to bother someone while they're like going to the bathroom, but like these are the risks I take in my journalism, guys. Okay, come on, let's go. Someone's in that one. Oh my God.
And this is Purchase Late Night. The Supreme Court is back in session this week. Ruth Bader Ginsburg herself has predicted that the term would be, quote, monumental. Issues addressed this year will include serving same-sex couples, sports betting, and hopefully everything Donald Trump has ever done.
I wish I could bet on sports, OG. I'm still paying off the MRI I got in high school.
Actually, speaking of sports, Fox recently said that it will no longer air the national anthem before football games to avoid controversy over the players disrespecting the national anthem. Honestly, fine by me. I hate that dumb song. The only thing it's good for is to give you enough time to go grab snacks before the game starts.
Also, aren't they kind of helping the cause by choosing not to air it? Like, they're so patriotic that they refuse to air the one patriotic thing about football. That's like if you take the American flag off the Budweiser can. It's just shitty beer that you've had 6 of. Terrible by you.
In other news, O.J. Simpson got out of prison this past weekend. That's right, the juice is loose. So watch out if you have any unlicensed O.J. memorabilia or if you are his wife.
I don't think we have too much to worry about. He was in jail for 9 years, so he's 70 now. If he tries to murder us, we can just knock him to the side, kick him down, take all the change out of his pockets, and then leave. Wait for his nurse to help him up.
You know, it's weird because OJ used to be an American icon, and now he's just a saggy disappointment. He's so old, everyone's assuming that the blood on his hands is just prune juice.
The prune juice is loose.
Yeah, there we go. It all connects. In other news, Hugh Hefner died this week. In related news, Hugh Hefner was alive earlier this week, which was news to me.
He was laid to rest this past Saturday, where I assume plenty of Playboy bunnies were in attendance, all there to read touching memories from their lives with Hefner. Although when they were asked, all the attendees just said, "Oh, I'm just here for the article. I'm just here for the article."
He was buried next to Marilyn Monroe. That's right. Even in death, he's paying a woman he never met to be next to him.
I didn't know this, but believe it or not, Hugh Hefner was in the military from 1944 to 1946. So he actually received a military funeral. I don't know about you, but I would not want to be there to see what comes out of those 21 guns during that 21 gun salute. You know what I'm saying?
In other news, Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price resigned last week amid criticism for using taxpayer dollars on charter flights, claiming work expenses. For those of you who don't know, Tom Price was the congressman who famously read the entirety of the Obamacare bill on a YouTube video. So essentially, he was the only member of the Trump cabinet that we were sure could read.
Trump was on his way to firing Price because of all the criticism, but Price beat him to it by resigning. Cool. He promised to leave peacefully as soon as he got money for a cab.
And finally, a Santa Fe village will be holding a Bigfoot festival this coming weekend. The festival can be seen in the greater New Mexico area or in really, really blurry photos.
Eyewitnesses say that the Loch Ness monster has come to town for the event as well, but it turns out it was just a mossy log. So the search continues!
We have a special surprise for tonight.
Oh, yeah, we do have a special surprise for tonight. As many of you may or may not know, celebrities and comedians Nick Kroll and Stephen Colbert have started a campaign called #PuberMe, where they are posting awkward pictures of themselves from the glory days of middle school to social media in order to help with hurricane relief in Puerto Rico. So, in the spirit of those comedians, Emma and I decided that we would unearth some nasty pictures of ourselves from our Facebook pages and let you all have a big laugh. So here they are.
I'm first. There I am. I want you guys to know that I used to part my bangs in the mirror like this. Like I would go in the bathroom every morning and do this to my hair.
That's me in 6th grade.
Check that pulled down shirt.
Yeah. That's how you know, right?
That's
So
middle school
that
shit.
was actually, this is really funny. We took one of our guy friends to the Mall of America in order to give him a makeover to impress a girl, and it didn't work, but he got some new clothes out of the deal.
That's such a middle school plot line. Be out here. All right. This was taken in a movie theater bathroom with an actual camera.
And this was me in, I want to say 8th grade, but I know this was the summer going into high school, so I'm not even going to front. This was the summer going into high school, my freshman year of high school, and I was playing Veruca Salt in a community theater production of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes, that's what it's all about. We have a great show for you guys tonight. We'll also hear some stand-up from our very own Sara Gunn.
And Boy Jr. will play us out.
I'm Thelma.
I'm Elise.
See you in a second. Welcome back, everybody. So, this week we're going to read some submissions from Purchase College Misconnection.
It's cuffing season, ladies!
Quinn. Hey, buddy. Kind of in the middle of a show right now.
Look, Emma, nobody cares. Love is dead anyways. This is important.
What's important?
Look, I'm being followed.
You're being followed like you're being stalked?
No, I just got a lot of followers on Instagram. Yes, I'm being stalked.
Okay, got it, jeez.
Aw, I wish someone would stalk me. I'm cute, I'm nice, I'm easy to track.
Simone, this isn't a joke. This is serious.
Okay, well, if it's so serious, then why don't you tell us what's going on?
Okay, look, I've seen them everywhere. They're, going to class. They're trying to eat lunch. They're hanging out on the quad.
Okay, like, who actually hangs out on the quad?
Right,
Right,
that's
that's like out of movies.
People don't do that.
Simone, this is serious. It's gotten so bad, I've stopped going to class, I've stopped eating, and I've stopped hanging out on the quad because maybe some people enjoy that, Simone.
Right, God.
Okay, well, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence tonight.
I needed somewhere to go, okay?
Okay, whatever, just Quinn. Thanks for coming, I guess.
Look, I jumped out my fucking window to get here, okay?
All right, that was a lot.
All right?
You live on the
Right?
3rd floor.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I do.
That's a terrible idea.
Oh, it's them.
Who are they?
Look, they call themselves Nyberg.
I'm sorry. We're gonna circle back to that one. You think that Nyberg is following you?
Look, Emma, I don't think. I know. Every day their question, it echoes in my head. It's all I can hear. It consumes me.
It does.
Consumes me, Simone. Every day in my head, have you
Registered to vote yet?
Oh my God! You're one of them, aren't you?
Oh my
She's
God!
one. No.
Quinn, chill out. You're just
No,
kidding.
you're one of them too.
I disagree.
No, nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe.
Oh my God.
Nowhere is safe.
Whoa. Okay.
He's a cat.
Isn't he a cat?
It's cuffing season, ladies! so tired.
Me too.
I could barely get any sleep last night. My anxiety has just been so bad lately.
Same.
Okay, but my anxiety is really bad.
So is mine. I can barely even eat right now.
I never really eat.
I can barely get this food into my mouth right now.
I can't eat. I literally just chew food and let it fall at the sides of my mouth like a puppet.
I'm failing all of my classes. I haven't gone to a single one.
I don't even go to school here anymore. I flunked out and I was too nervous to leave.
You might think I'm 20, but I'm actually 45, and I was too nervous to tell anybody what my real birthday was.
That's nothing. I died 2 years ago and was too nervous to tell people about it. I'm literally a ghost. And I could barely even get dressed this morning.
Oh yeah? I didn't get dressed this morning.
I have never bought clothing in my life.
I never got out of bed this morning.
What do you mean you never got out of bed this morning?
I never got out of bed.
I never sleep, and I rarely shower.
I haven't showered in 7 years.
I never got out of the shower.
Are you even diagnosed?
Yeah, I was diagnosed with anxiety when I was like 4.
Well, I was diagnosed really young.
How young?
I was a fetus.
Oh yeah, well my anxiety started when I was a sperm, so doctors had to inject Xanax into my dad's balls.
I used to bang my head against the side of my mother's uterus because I was so anxious about being born.
That's funny, because I was so anxious about being birthed, I never came out of my mom's womb.
Where are we?
Where do you think?
Well, doctor?
I have some good news. You're having twins.
Welcome back, everybody. Simone, I heard that your brother's in town.
He's not. Who told you that? He's not. He's not here. Don't worry about it. He's not here.
Hey, yo, miss. I'm sorry to bother such a beautiful woman as yourself, but I got this basketball team I'm coaching. We just need signatures for our petition. If you want to make a small donation, we got $1 Snicker bars.
Don't give him $1. He's gonna keep it.
Nah. But they underprivileged, though. They ain't got no arms or legs.
And they're playing basketball?
They bounce the ball with their chest like Mr. Oblong. What you call it? They quadrilaterals. You know what is going on?
Quadriplegics.
They paralegals? Quadriparalegals. 2 for $1. 3 for $1. Hey, yo, listen, baby. I know you vibing with me. I'm vibing with you too. But I can't take you out because I'm having a cash flow problem. You know what I'm saying? 3 Snicker bars, we go on a date. What you say? I forget you then. I got my man over here. Hey, yo, my man. Listen, I usually don't tell nobody this, but my grandma, she's sick, bro.
Grandma's fine.
How about you shut up, Simone? I'm gonna get to you. Last Christmas, instead of putting decorations on the tree, we just put the decorations on her hospital bed. You know, the railing, because she in the ECU.
Simon, I think you mean ICU.
Shit, Emma, I'm gonna handle mine, alright? Just host your show, how about that?
Alright.
Telling me how to hustle. You tell Picasso how to paint?
No.
I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah, so she in the ICU. And her operation, you know, her hospital fees, her caretaker fees, it's all for the price of 3 $1 Snicker bars.
Simon, get up here now.
So you gonna do it for my basketball team, bro? For my grandma. Can I keep this dollar?
No.
I'm gonna keep the dollar.
No.
I can't give you the Snickers now because I gotta hold on to them, but good luck, my man.
Oh my god.
How you doing, baby sis?
Simon.
Hi, Simon.
I thought I told y'all call me Simon Seas.
What?
No affiliation to the CRIPs. RIP to my G's.
What G's? We grew up in the suburbs.
You wanna buy my mixtape?
Simon,
It's
get out.
Christian rap for the kids. They ain't got no ears, but they love the music.
Can you please leave? I'm trying to work.
What? This kid don't pay. I got bills to pay.
What bills? You still live with Mom.
Emma, baby, why she being so negative?
Okay.
You been eating right? I can get you a fiber 1 bar. You need your fiber.
You know what? Actually, come to think of it, I am kind of hungry. That'd be nice.
I'll get you that. If you would just some opportunity.
Get out of here!
Hey, baby. 4 for 1. I got Milky Ways.
Welcome back, everybody. Tonight we have a very exciting special guest for you. We have the former host of PLN 2017 Purchase grad, Miss Saraphina Redalieu. Saraphina, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's so nice to have you here tonight. Thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
This was a last-minute decision.
I was just here for the show.
And now she's on it. It's funny how the world works.
Coincidentally, that's how I got the.
That's how you
last time.
That's true.
That's how I became the host the first time around. I was just there.
Yeah, tell us that story. How did you become the host of Purchase Late Night?
Well, believe it or not, there was actually a previous host before me. He had run the show for 4 years. The show's been going on a long time now. It's awesome.
This is the 8th season of Purchase Late
And it was not as amazing as it is right now. It was just like one guy running everything by himself. And I was like, hey, I want to do this. And he was like, great, just do everything. And then at the end of it, he was like, hey, do you want to do this forever? And I was like, okay. Thank goodness it wasn't forever, though.
Just 3 years.
Just 3 years.
Just 3 very long, hard years. So based on what you've seen, just being back for tonight's show, what is different about PLN, even like when you first started, or like last year when you were still hosting, versus now?
Well, it's amazing. I mean, you guys, I love the venue because no more blue curtains. I mean,
we're paying homage to the
curtains, which were, correct me if I'm wrong, never dry cleaned. Yeah, you know, that was the bed sheet was never dry cleaned. No, see the bed sheet was never cleaned, and it came directly from the bed and was the desk cover. Never clean.
Gross.
And then the curtains were always going to be dry cleaned. There were like stains on them to this day. But it's like it's like you know, like people say like what is it? It's like my car, all the dents in my car tell a story. It's like all the stains. It gives a character. Tell a story.
It gives us character.
Remind us all those fun times.
When you first started with PLN, did you have like what sort of vision did you have for it? This is something that people have been asking us lately. Where did you want it to go? What were your hopes? Neither do I. So let's ask you.
Yeah. I think when Philip and I were doing it, we wanted it to go in like a more of an SNL route. So that's when we started introducing like the live sketches and stuff. And then just because of lack of motivation, we just kind of kept it the same. We never did that. And we did live sketches and stuff, but yeah. Just
cool.
The same. PLN.
Just the same old PLN. So how have things been for you post-grad? Which I know is everyone's favorite question.
She asked.
Yeah, I don't know. We're running out of topics.
Well, yesterday I did pull a muscle in my shoulder while taking off a pair of pants. If that gives you any idea.
That's a really good. I understand.
And the place that I ordered tacos from knows me by name now.
Perfect.
I think that sounds like things are going great.
It's called Fresh Taco. It's a great place.
There you go. Everybody check out Fresh Taco. Well, Saraphina, thank you so much for coming on so last minute. We hugely appreciate it. We'll be right back, everybody, with Stand Up from Sara Gunn.
Purchase's stand-up club, as well as being a writer for Purchase Late Night.
Woo! Shit, yeah. Yeah. She has a show coming up on October 14th at WPSR. Everybody please welcome Sara Gunn.
Hey guys. Oh my god. Off to a great start. Cool. So I've been having some weird interactions with strange men lately. Ever happened? My mom took me to get my ears pierced, and we were walking up to the shop, and there was this kind of sketchy looking dude standing at the front, and before we can even make it to the door, this guy is right in front of us, and he's like, "Hey, you got a light?" And we're like, no. And we try to continue walking into the building because that's usually where that kind of interaction stops. But this man had other plans because he immediately got even further in our faces and was like, "You have a light? Do you have a light though? You have a light, right?" And we were like, "No, we don't." And so he just kept escalating, and we were like, "Dude, we don't have a light, like get out of our faces." And so next he did what any rational human being would do, right? And he flashed us. Whipped out his dick. And the employee inside saw it and he like ran out and chased him away. But afterwards I was thinking like, no, yeah, it makes sense that he did that. Because I think in his head he knew we had a lighter, right? And we just weren't giving it to him because he wasn't giving us anything back. It was like he just had to give us something of equal or greater value. It was a logical exchange of goods and services. But yeah, my mom loves to tell people I do stand-up. It's her hobby. Loves to tell her coworkers, especially. I remember I was at a dinner party with her and her coworkers, and we were all sitting around in this beautiful living room eating our pulled pork sandwiches, and at one point the woman, the host of this dinner party, looks up from her sandwich and she says, "I hear we have a little comedian in the house. Sara, would you like to do some jokes for us? I cleared out a space on the carpet." No. Oh, come on, it's just do one joke. I cleared out a space. I think you really want to do a joke for us. I really didn't. You thought wrong, Kathy Ann from reception. But they were really egging me on. Everyone was super enthusiastic, so eventually they wore me down, and I did what any confident stand-up comedian would do, and I ran outside, and I sat in my mom's car for an hour and waited for her to drive me home. I take the bus a lot. I was sitting at the bus stop once, and this once again kind of sketchy dude comes up and he starts pacing back and forth in front of me, and he starts reaching into his pockets and pulling out cigarette butts and throwing them on the ground like they're condoms at gay pride. And he just keeps, there's like hundreds of them, and so eventually I make the mistake of looking him in the eyes, and then that's when he knew that he got me. He bends down and he gets real close so I can feel his breath on my face, and he asks me something I will never forget. "Do you like samurai swords?" Not what I was expecting. But I was like, "Listen, Sara, you just gotta work through this. Like, you can't say yes, right? Because then he's gonna be like, 'Oh yeah, you like this one?' He's gonna whip one out and he's gonna slice me in half with it. And then if I say no, he's gonna be like, 'Why not? This one's pretty cool.' And then he's gonna slice me in half with it. And so I did the next best thing, and I said, "Nah." And then I ran to the nearest 7-Eleven, and I called my mom, and I waited for an hour so she could drive me home. But listen, I'm fine with it. It was a little traumatizing, but I'll survive. I mean, I wasn't gonna entertain him, right? I'm not gonna look at his samurai swords. He wasn't giving me anything back. The least he could have done is showed me his penis.
From Rochester, New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Boy Junior.
at night and can't fall back asleep. You've been holding my hand again, as if I'd asked you to. But I can't even blame you every time. Not even a word can change my mind. Not even a word can make me fall apart. Not even your mouth can change my mind. That's what I get for moving on. But I still want you if you'd ask me to. Blind fear, break out the boys and the beer. Forget it all. Take me away from here. Not even a word can make me fall apart. Not even your mouth can change my mind. That's what I get for moving on. But I still want you if you'd ask me to. Not even a word can make me fall apart. Not even your mouth can change my mind. Oh, that's what I get for moving on. But I still want you if you'd ask me to. Thank you. Where can we go if we want to hear more Boy Junior?
Just like come right up to my face. I can just like keep on singing. I can go forever.
There you go.
Boyjunior.bandcamp.com, Facebook.com/boyjunior-band. And like I said, just come up to me. I'll just keep singing to you as long as you need. As long as you need, seriously.
Live performance offers here. That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you so much for coming out here tonight, you guys. We had a great time. We hope you did too. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media stuff. Purchase Late Night on Facebook and Twitter. It's at Per Late Night, and then Purchase Late Night on Instagram. Relative consistency. That's what we're all about. Make sure you come back next week for another live show. Have a great night.